All In is first and foremost about closing the achievement and social-emotional gaps that are devastating the lifelong chances of too many students of color, disability, low socioeconomic standing, giftedness, and English language learners, while ensuring equitable, inclusive, and socially just environments for all.
The all-in work is so critical because we're losing kids.
I came from the classroom, I taught in the classroom, and you see those students who are uncomfortable talking in front of people or are uncomfortable doing certain activities, and I think this work really makes you think more about that and how maybe you could meet that student where they are and work a little more with them on what they can do and what they are comfortable with.
I feel saddened to know that it's happening so much and we're not realizing that we need to fix it.
There's been a number of times where I've gotten treated differently or got called names, derogatory terms, because of the color of my skin.
The overarching strand of the All-In work supports educator mind shifts around the infrastructures and proactive core instruction necessary to prevent the failure of all students.
So the purpose of the All-In Educator Institute is to bring teams of people together from each of the school districts to take a look at how do we take and invert the system to a proactive system meeting the needs of all students.
Taking a step back and really taking a close examination around how are we doing things and why are we doing things.
We have to create a culture that allows all kids to know that it's safe to take a risk and to learn.
We can address the needs of the students better, to give each student a voice, to break down barriers that they face. We kind of have to address our own histories in these areas before we can do the work of breaking down these barriers for these marginalized students.
We began to realize that there was more to this than just putting structures and protocols into place, that it had a lot more to do with really getting to the heart of why we have so many marginalized populations of kids.
If you look at the typical learner and you look at other student groups, whether it be economically disadvantaged, students of color, students with disabilities, we were noticing that there was a huge gap in reading and math in particular.
A second critical strand of the All-In work is the year-long Student Academy. Participating student teams go through engaging activities and learnings focusing on identity and awareness, which supports them in realizing and respecting their own identities as well as those of all others.
The purpose of the All-In Student Academy is to provide an opportunity for the most important piece of the grant, and that is the students.
They're at a stage in development where they're already asking questions about their identity. And so opportunities like this really should be created so that they know places that they can go and people that they can talk to ask those important questions about their identity.
Our expectation for them is that they do become a voice for other students in their school.
As students, we often become so engulfed in our work and in our extracurricular lives that we don't take the time to focus on the needs of our peers.
So what I hope that our students are able to do is be empowered and learn that they have the power to stop injustice and create social justice in their schools.
Evaluate who you are as a person, and then also look around and see what's going on around you.
With all of our minds put together, we can implement something that can turn out to be great and help someone's life and touch them.
The final strand ensures success for all students throughout their lives, which is the responsibility of everyone in the school and the community.
The third component of the grant is around family and community connections. This will be lifelong work, not just for us, but for all the kids involved and the educators involved and the community folks involved.
And I was a student in school. I would have loved to have had the opportunity to learn about some of the things that these students are learning about now. It have made me a better person, it have made me a better teammate, a better friend, etc. So I think every generation of kid who's gone through school could learn from this.
From Stark County and beyond has proven to be an absolute bed of support around diversity and equity and social justice.
I think we're going to start seeing amazing change, and it's really exciting.
I would personally love to see within the All-In grant that all kids over time will have access into high-quality instruction.
If no one's out doing anything, then nothing will ever get done.